It's that time again, guys. It's book haul time, and I know I didn't post the book haul last month, but I did pick up a couple of books last month, so I'm going to throw them into this little book haul for you now, so you can see the books I've got. I haven't got that many, but I thought I may as well show you what I've picked up lately and what I've been reading. So the first book I picked up, as you could probably already tell last month, was Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, and I have got a review up if you want to go watch this. There'll be a link somewhere. But overall, I absolutely love this cover. The series was spot on. I gave this book, the last book in the series trilogy, 5 out of 5, and I'd highly recommend the series as a whole. So that's the first thing I picked up. Now, carrying on with Cassandra Clare's sort of works, and I'm just reading everything she's written at the moment, I decided to pick up the manga version of the Infernal Devices Clockwork Angel, and so far I've just skimmed through this quickly because I know the story, but I absolutely love the art style. I cannot pronounce the guy's name whatsoever, but there'll be a link below to all this stuff if you want to check it out. If you love the series and you're intrigued by manga or any sort of like cartoony / Japanese sort of styling of design and just artistic graphics and stuff like that, I absolutely love this, and as you've seen from my other pickups and some of my reviews, I do enjoy manga, so this was a must pick up for me, and I absolutely love the style. It's even got it starts off with a couple of colour frames as well, which are just absolutely pristine, and I love this entirely. Now, the next thing I picked up was sort of just on a whim. I seen it come out on like Book Depository, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting," so I decided to pick it up. It's also another book with an absolutely amazing cover. As you can tell, I'm sort of drawn to like these pretty books, which is Pulse by Patrick Carman. And in short, I haven't read this book, but it's about these two teenagers which have, well, they discover that they have the ability to move objects with their mind, so it's sort of to do with telepathy, and that's sort of all I know about it. James Dashner, as well as Pittsburgh's Law, absolutely, they gave amazing quotes for the back of the book, so this is something I can't wait to read. It's only a short book as well. It's not extremely long. It's 350 pages, and the font's pretty big as well. Oh, bookmark! But yeah, it absolutely amazing. Set in 2051. Who has the pulse? So I'm assuming the pulse is the telepathy ability or whatnot. Now, jumping on to the next thing I picked up was another sort of whim buy. I was just looking around in my town, and I was in an Oxfam store, which is a charity store, and I was just having a look through the books, and I found this nice little gem, which is just a little book of English sonnets, and I found it, and it was dirt cheap, so I decided to pick it up. I'm not sure who selected them. William Robertson selected them, the Golden Book of English Sonnets. And it's pretty worn and old, but I've only once again glanced through it, and it's like Old English. It's proper old sonnets. So I'm gonna assume like 1950s maybe, reprinted in 1924. So to be fair, this is probably the oldest book I have in my entire collection, but I just thought it was a nice little gem and decided to pick up because I do enjoy sonnets as well as haikus. That's sort of like where my poetry interest lies. Other than that, not really into it. Now, the next thing I picked up was once again a whim buy. I was in Asda, and they were absolutely dirt cheap books. Asda, it seems like Asda and the works, well, Sainsbury's have got a couple as well. English Talk here. These are like English supermarkets. Markets in the works is like a discounted bookstore, but basically I was in there and I found the I'm not sure if it's the Fallen series or if it has another name, but basically it's the Fallen trilogy by Lauren Kate, which includes Fallen, Passion and Torment, and I decided to pick these up on a whim because they were dirt cheap. I've seen a couple of reviews about people liking them. Looking on Goodreads, there's a couple of mixed reviews, but hopefully I'll get around to reading these at some point. They were dirt cheap, decided to pick them up, and if I ever have the spare time, it's definitely going to be a read I shall be interested in. And now the last book that I got, well, it was more given to me by the Book Depository, because I am a Book Depository affiliate, and they did they did send me an email asking me if I wanted to review any books, and they gave me a list, and I decided to pick up The Feed by M.T. Anderson. Out of the books, this was the one that I found the most interesting. It's basically, The Feed is an implant inside these kids in the future's head, and basically it's the internet. They have access to absolutely everything, and this book basically goes through about how it's affected the society and how they've grown up, and the fact that they you know how you just sat in a room and sometimes you text someone across the room? They have that in here, but they're instant messaging people, and the whole school aspect of they don't really need to learn like historical facts or algebraic equations or anything, because they can just search it on the internet and it gives them the answers. So I found this book absolutely interesting. I will have my review of it probably in the next few days, so expect that soon. And I would highly recommend this book if anyone's interested in just the way society is affected by the internet, and something like an implant in your head where you can constantly be online at all times and you're never not switched off from the internet, which is sort of how I live my life with my phone anyway. So anyway guys, that has been my April book haul. If you've read any of these books, please tell me what you thought about them. I'm really tempted to know what anyone's thought of Pulse if they read it, because I'm probably going to pick that up very soon. If not, I'm probably going to start Beautiful Creatures, because I've been holding that off for a bit and I really want to start that book. So anyway guys, I've been Harry. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new and all that glorious stuff, and thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.